Here's a roulette strategy you can use to win $100 a day. Now, before you march into your manager's office and quit your job, this isn't a guaranteed foolproof way to win every single time. But as an ex-casino manager, I've seen countless players adopt this effective roulette strategy and walk away with the casino's money. It's quite a simple strategy, but I found the most difficult part, separating the winners from the losers, is the ability to stay disciplined and not get too greedy. This roulette strategy takes a different approach to the majority of roulette systems I've discussed on this channel. For one, rather than increasing our bet when we lose, this strategy suggests that we take the opposite approach and increase our bet after a win. This is what's known as positive progression system, and it aims to capitalise on winning streaks whilst minimising our losses during losing streaks. In this video, I'll explain how this roulette strategy works, why it's very popular, and what I suggest you do to maximise your chances of winning and walking away from the roulette table in profit. As I mentioned at the start, although it's not a guaranteed way to win, this roulette strategy gives you a mapped out game plan, and if you have the discipline to stick with it, you give yourself a high probability of winning. As Benjamin Franklin famously said, if you fail to plan, then you are planning to fail. I'm unsure if Mr. Franklin ever played roulette, but seeing as he's on the $100 bill we want to win, let's take his advice and plan out our roulette strategy using what's commonly known as the Oscars Grind betting system. With the Oscars Grind betting system, there's a couple of factors we need to decide before we start playing, and then we can follow the rules this strategy dictates. The first thing we need to decide on is our base unit. This is going to be our starting bet amount and also the amount we increase our bets by when we hit a winner. Next, we pick our desired profit. This is the amount we are aiming to win before we walk away as a winner. Now, it's important to keep these numbers realistic. You can't realistically expect to reach a desired profit of $1,000 with a base unit of just $1. You'll either be playing all day or you will eventually lose your entire bankroll. I would suggest keeping your base unit and your target profit between a ratio of 3:1 and 10:1. This ratio will decide how many betting cycles we need to win, and this will make more sense in a moment. In our example, we're going to have a target profit of $100 and a base unit of $20. That's a ratio of 5:1, so we'll need to win 5 betting cycles before we call it a day and walk away with our winnings. Now that we have these two fundamental numbers decided, here's the rules we follow when playing out the Oscars Grind betting system. The first rule to this strategy is that when we win our base unit in profit, so in our example that's $20, that is considered a completed betting cycle, and we start again with our base unit to start the new betting cycle. Playing out a betting cycle is very easy, and it works like this. Placing our money on any of the even chance options. If we lose, we don't decrease or increase our bet, we simply bet the same amount again. On the other hand, if we win, then we increase our next bet by 1 unit. However, there is an exception to these rules, and that is, if the amount you need to win to complete your betting cycle is less than the suggested bet, then you should bet the lower amount. For example, if the rules dictate that your next bet should be $60, but you only need to win $40 to complete your betting cycle, then you should only bet $40. Let's play out a couple of scenarios to show you how it works and how it's likely to play out. In our first betting cycle, we bet $20 on red. It's a red number and we win $20. As per the first rule, this means this betting cycle is complete. That's 1 down, 4 more to go. We restart with a new betting cycle and begin with our base unit of $20 again. This time, we lose the first 2 bets. As we followed the rules dictated in this roulette strategy, we've lost $20 and our next bet is still $20 and we lose this as well. The next bet is $20 again and a red number lands. We've won $20 on this spin, but when we consider the previous 2 spins, we're still $20 down in this betting cycle. The strategy dictates that because we've won, on our next bet, we go up by 1 unit. So now we have a $40 bet on red. Let's assume we win this. We have won $40 on that spin, and a total profit of $20 for that betting cycle. Okay, fantastic. With a profit of $20, i.e. our base unit, that betting cycle is complete and we can start again fresh with a $20 bet. Now there's a reason this betting system is called Oscars Grind. That's because in some situations, you can find yourself really grinding it out to turn a betting cycle into profit. Let me show you with this next scenario as what's known in the industry as choppy results. This means we rarely have more than 2 winning bets in a row. And this is a situation where the Oscars Grind strategy performs really badly. In our third betting cycle example, let's assume we lose the first 4 in a row and then we win and lose alternating bets. Here's what that would look like. Losing our first 4 bets, we're down $80 for this betting cycle and our next bet is still $20. Winning this next bet puts us at a $60 loss, and following the rules of the system, our next bet increases to $40. This one is a losing bet, putting our losses now at $100. With a losing bet, we keep our bet amount the same and place another one for $40. Winning this pulls us back to just a $60 loss. Because we won, we increase our bet by our base unit amount, and so our next bet is now $60. As per this scenario, we lose and we're now at $120 total loss for this betting cycle. You can quickly see that with alternating wins and losses, we're quickly getting further and further away from turning this betting cycle into a profitable one every time we lose. But look what happens when we stick with our grind and eventually win 2 in a row. Considering our previous bet was a loser, our next one stays at $60. We win this and now we're back to our $60 loss for the cycle. A winning bet dictates we increase by 1 unit and our bet goes up to $80. We finally manage to win 2 bets in a row and so win this $80 bet. Meaning we're now $20 in profit for this betting cycle, allowing us to close it and start our next cycle with the original $20 bet. As you can see, it only takes a couple of wins in a row to pull yourself into profit. And what's really great about this system is that when you are on a losing streak, your bet amount stays consistent, meaning your bankroll isn't getting completely annihilated like it would if you were playing the martingale system. If you can manage to avoid a choppy set of wins and losses, this strategy makes it very easy to create profitable betting cycles. So what can you do to make this strategy even better? That's by playing at a French roulette table. As you're probably already aware, the chances of winning on an even chance bet are not 50-50. The single zero on a European table, and especially the double zero on an American table, means that the odds are tilted slightly in the favour of the casino. With the French roulette table, they are still tilted in the casino's favour, but the fact that you only lose half of your money when the ball lands in zero means that the house edge has been cut in half. Now, French roulette tables are extremely difficult to find, especially in live casinos, but I've been on a mission to find the best online casinos to play roulette at. I found some casinos offering French roulette tables, even for players based in the USA. The cherry on top is that they also offer fantastic welcome bonuses, so you can try this roulette strategy with the casino's money. If you complete the quick 2-minute quiz using the link in the description, I'll find the best casino for you based on your preferences and where in the world you live. Remember, this was an example of using a $20 base unit to win $100. If you have a smaller bankroll or are less risk averse, you can have a play around with these numbers yourself. Why not start with something as simple as a target profit of $10 using a $10 base unit? This way, you just need to win 1 betting cycle and you can leave with profit. If you'd like to learn more about interesting strategies, check out this video next and let me know in the comments what you think about this Oscars Grind betting system.